Okay, welcome back to the channel. So today we've got some ceilings, we've got some prominent board lines on them, we've got scrim tape coming through. What I'll do is I'll put a big light on and we'll show you. So it's poorly finished ceilings, they have been tape and jointed. If I bang this light on now, we'll have a look. You can see there, tear marks along this one. You see the board lines. You see that up there, you can see the scrim tape coming through. More bad lines. You come along. All the way from one side to the other. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to go over these now. We're going to sand them down slightly. Just take away any of the high ridges. And then we're going to go over it all with some toupret joint and skim. I'll show you how to use this stuff. It is absolutely brilliant, fantastic stuff. So we're going to over skim some of the ceiling with the toupret. Easy enough to do, shouldn't take us too long. So I'm going to start by giving them a light rub down. And for a light rub down, I use a Mirca dustless sander. We've been over the ceiling, we give it a light sanding. All we're trying to do is get rid of any high bits so we can flatten it all off. So now we're going to go over it with this toupret joint and skim. Absolutely fantastic it is, absolutely brilliant. So you're going to want clean handboard, a clean trowel. And a bit of gear on. Hang our lid back on. Okay, so we've got our toupret now. Just knock it up on the board. So you can see it's a fine filler. We're going to see if we can overskim this now. Well, we're going to see, we know we can overskim it. So we're going to overskim this now, get rid of them scrim lines, get rid of them ridges, and bring it all in. I'll spin the camera upwards for you. Hopefully we can get a decent video. Okay, so we've got a nice clean trowel. It's a nice sharp trowel as well, that. It's a super flex. What we're going to do now is we're going to go over and just blend out any of these ridges. So you want a little bit on your trowel, you don't need a lot because it will spread on the blade. So we're going to put it fairly flat to the ceiling, bring it across. Now that's on fairly thick, you can see that. So what I do then is put the trowel on edge, come back and remove it. You can see I've took that off. And again, I'll give it another pass now just to make sure I've got it all. There we go. So I'm going to work my way along. And we'll get this corner done. So again, just put a small amount on your trowel, bring it across, bring it on edge and take it away again. So when you're putting this on, it dries fairly fast if you're putting it on tight. If you put it on heavy, it'll hang there like chewing gum, it'll be horrible. Okay, so this is where we have the scrim tape. It might take a couple of coats, this one, just to cover that tape. So we're going to go either side of the tape and reel it off again, then reel it off. We'll give that another one, just to cover that tape. And we'll bring these edges a little bit past. Keep it nice and fine. And again on this side. So, our lads should have done this when they've done the general patch in the house. But they don't, they leave it. You see now, I'll just keep going across. I'm just trying to take off any of the heavy stuff. What happens is the air hits it, and as it hits the ceiling, it'll start drying. So that's fairly dry to the touch already. So I'm allowing that to dry a little bit just before I put another coat over it. So literally, as I keep going, it's slightly drying with the air, and then I go back over it, keep going a little bit past either side until we blend it out. Beautiful. So we'll leave that one now. We'll come along, we'll get this one done all the way across and leave it round here. Again, bit on the trowel, move it across, fairly flat to the ceiling, and then trowel more on edge, roll it away. And again, trowel on edge. Get it all off, flatten it in, drag it off. You see there, site agents marked up them bits there. So you'll find a lot of new builds, you get cracking either side of the door head. Now all that is, when our lads board it, they'll board from the door casing, or up to the door casing, and they'll put that on separate. Now I do know an old time site agent that used to make the lads put a full board in and cut the door casing out. But it's a lot of waste, so it generally don't get done. So you'll find either side of your door head, a lot of the time, in a new build, you get a few cracks appearing, but we can get rid of it. So we've already sanded it back, it's just a case of going over it and just giving it a little light coat. Do the same on this one. Okay, so them ones are done. Got another one above this door. So we've been dragging here today because they're doing a CML on it on Monday. It's Thursday today, they're going to put a painter back in here tomorrow. And then they'll do a CML on it. So for any of you that don't know what a CML is, it's the building inspector comes out, inspects the building, makes sure it's suitable for the mortgage, and it's fully habitable. So it's fully finished, it's got everything what it should have. Okay, so we've come in here, and these ceilings have been pretty poor. We've got some bad board joints on them. They've been over now. As you can see, by the time I've done from one side to the other, it's touch dry. So the air's got to it now and it's dry. Them edges are fairly fine. So what I'll do is I will give them a light sanding and just bring them through. Okay, so we put these ceilings on before. We've gone over, we've sanded the board joints. Yeah, we've covered all the scrim. We've allowed it to dry. It took about half an hour, 40 minutes for it to dry properly. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go over. I've got my dustless sander, my mirca sander. I'm going to sand all these in. It's going to be fairly noisy. I'll crack on. Okay, so when I'm sanding, because I brought it all through with the trowel and I troweled it up flat, I'm literally just going to bring in them edges. That's all I'm doing is sanding that fine edge. So I'll crack on now and we'll come back to it when I've sanded it. We'll see what it looks like. Okay, so we sanded it all back. We brought in all our edges. We're happy it's all flat now. When it's painted, you shouldn't be able to see any of the board joints. So hopefully, we've got away with it this time, YouTube. Get the painter in, get it painted. Let's hope it's all good. So, if you like what you see, like and subscribe. Plenty more stuff coming on the channel.